And I would say too that, again, we've renovated this entire house. I mean, the entire house, and people come in to see it, and that master bathroom is the one thing where, you know, people see other parts of the house and they're like, this looks amazing. The bathroom, they really stop and they're like, oh my God, I did not know a bathroom could even look like this.
I'm Virginia, my husband Josh. While we live in Arlington, we live in the DC area, we have a very unique style. A very airy, more West Coast style. So we knew that any house we found, we would be doing some pretty significant renovations to. So we wanted to find a place that we could make our own and reflective of our style. So after we purchased the home, this home originally it was built in 1995, and the bathroom was built that way. It was a luxury townhome, but it was built with the luxury of 1995. So that was a little different to our style as well as the current style. And we knew that we wanted to renovate it completely, especially the bathroom, especially the main bathroom off of our bedroom. We wanted someone who could show us what it would look like. We wanted to bring our design to life. We're both in the event industry, so we know the importance of bringing a design to life for a client. We have great ideas, but sometimes the green doesn't match the blue, and the roundness of one wall doesn't match the stark contrast of another. So we wanted to be sure that everything in our design focus was aligned, and we knew that we could only do that with a designer who could bring us a render. So our realtor was wonderful in suggesting a general contractor who had a partnership with an architectural firm who could give us that type of 3D visualization of our design. My design and what I was envisioning, because Josh told me, he was like, the bathroom's yours. You take it.
I did say that.
I'm whatever you want sounds good. And I had seen this Architectural Digest spread of Venus Williams's bathroom, Venus Serena, one of the Williams sisters' bathroom, and it was this beautiful wet room. So while I love that style, I wanted to be authentic to our home. So I wanted to find a way to combine the two. So we worked with Deazly and we worked with the designer, and we told them, you know, this is our vision, but here is a little bit of the influence that we're hoping for. And they gave us two options and we picked one, but even that second option, both of them, we said, this is number two. I like it better than number one. I want to make some tweaks here and there. And then we worked together to make those tweaks. And through the process, I said, you know, down to the point where I got really specific because of the way that I visioned this bathroom. You know, I love this pattern, but I wish it was more circular. I wish it was more bold. And they took those very obscure adjectives that I gave them and gave me back exactly what I was looking for.
Virginia's project was the bathroom, and I told Virginia, this is going to be your project, you can handle it. And I remember I didn't hear anything, and that's odd for Virginia working on a project that could be upwards of tens of $20,000. And I would ask her from time to time, how's it going? And she'd say, oh, it's going great. And so I wanted to jump on a call just to make sure, you know, because I didn't know, trying to control the budget, and I had no idea what Virginia had told them. So I get on the first phone call, and I remember the people at Deazly basically saying, yeah, we got your inspiration pick. Is this Serena Williams's bathroom? And I thought to myself, oh my God, you know, this is, what did I sign myself up for? You know, she's gonna go, you know, 3x what the budget should be. And again, just trying to manage all these other projects in the house and seeing, you know, the starting invoice and how it would grow to be 3, 4, or 5 times what it originally was, which was not the case with Deazly. I would say that the pricing never changed the entire time, and I would say that they did have flat pricing, and when they would help us, you know, everything in the render is customized. You know, everything. I would say we had to order hundreds of products from this. And Deazly would actually show us that, like, hey, this is what a luxury bathtub could be that's $4,000. This is something for $1,100 that looks exactly the same, that's going to be, 25% of the cost. So I would say that they were great at making sort of budget recommendations. And I would also say that they're amazing in that the invoice did not change once, and it was fixed pricing. It's not like they tried to upsell us on every different product that we bought. So from my point of view, and again, trying to control all the different projects we had going on in the house, I thought they did a really good job. And the other thing too, again, Virginia says we're both doing events, right? We both run companies that do large scale events. It is super hard to get a render that looks exactly what it's supposed to look like in real life. And I'd say that once this project finished, we went to the bathroom and we looked at the render and everything was spot on. And I would say from my experience in the real estate and from events, 99.9% of the time, a company sells someone on a render and it looks completely different. So I would say in terms of just budget, price, and the actual 3D render becoming reality, our expectations were met.
I would say that we just finished our bathroom. We walked into it, everything was finished, and I was blown away at how it looked exactly like the render. And that is so unique to a project, even down to the specific light switches, the specific knobs, everything looked exactly the same. And that is something that I cannot recommend enough in when it comes to trying to make your vision a reality. So that's the number one thing that I would tell our friends and family if they needed a designer to do any project whatsoever. I mean, even like on our event projects, as people who do this, we can say that that is incredibly difficult to come upon. And I was just so impressed when we walked in and saw that the finished product was exactly the same as the pitched product. And I would tell anyone that's incredibly hard to achieve, and they did it 10 times over.
When we bought it, it was a big gold jacuzzi from the 80s and a shower, and it was the ugliest thing I've ever seen. So a lot of our friends and family who've actually seen that were like, oh my God, I can't believe it looks like, literally the difference is night and day. And a lot of people in our neighborhood, and obviously we just moved into a new neighborhood, everyone wants to see the bathroom. And then neighbors are, as I'm taking my trash out 3 days later, the neighbor that stopped by a week ago is like, hey, my wife and I are now thinking about renovating the bathroom. Who did you guys use? So obviously we like it, we paid for it.
We're thrilled about it. We're here talking about it.
Yeah.
So I think that we couldn't recommend it more. We're just so thrilled that we now have our version of the Architectural Digest bathroom that we envisioned.